Hi, this is Kym Watson of Easy Trader. This is a review of the key economic news events that are being released in the coming week. Okay, the big stories really are the Bank of England MPC minutes, UK retail sales and UK preliminary GDP figures. So let's look at the days individually. Monday the 21st of July, we have no significant news events that are tradable or it really will move the market too much there. Tuesday 22nd of July, we move into the US core CPI figure at 1:30 UK time. Now this figure's not really been giving us much in the way of pips for a long time. The moves have been sort of sub 10 pips for quite a time. We've seen a slightly bigger moves of 15 pips last time, but the real movement from this data I think will come when we get closer to interest rates increasing or they've actually started the increasing phases, in which case we then the Fed will be looking at the CPI much closer for the need to increase or reduce interest rates. Looking forward to Wednesday 23rd of July, we got the UK Bank of England minutes at 9:30. Unlikely to be any surprises here, although last month we did have about a 37 pip move following the minutes. There are certain details that are in the minutes which sometimes generate a bit of movement, even though the voting is expected to remain pretty much in line with the 009 figures for both the interest rate decision and the continuation of the monetary easing. Later on then we've got the Bank of England Governor Carney due to speak at 12:45. Now this is a speech at the Commonwealth Games Trade and Investment Conference. Whether he'll say anything too much which will be tradable, I'm not so sure, but we may get some volatility around that time, so it's more important. And then later in the day, this particular news can create some rather sizable movements, about 89 pips last time. However, it is with at a time at 2200 hours when there's less liquidity in the market, so there's plenty of slippage potentially to be had there. But that said, there's an expected increase in the rates from 3.0 to 3.25, so we may see a bit more of a move. Moving ahead to Thursday 24th of July, we got the European, French and manufacturing and services PMIs coming out for the French one at 8 o'clock, the German one at 8:30. Now these figures, again, when things are moving along, we've been seeing some decent moves from them. What's got to be remembered here, what's got to be noticed here is the French figures have generally been pretty dull and below the 50%, so it's not really showing much in the way of growth. German figures are in the way of growth, but just slightly disappointing. But we're really getting, we got a 13 pip on the French figures last time move, and something like just 10 pips on a miss with the German manufacturing and services PMI. So quite a bit of a discrepancy between the two, but they're just not really creating any interest at this moment. But one figure that has created a bit of volatility certainly is the UK retail sales. Now last month it was only around about 10 pip move, but the bigger move came before the news actually came out, so you do wonder if it was not for it being a UK Office for National Statistic figure. If it was a private entity, you might think the figures may have been leaked, dare I say it. But we can get some good volatility if we see a miss from this news, so I will be looking at that personally. Then finally, finishing the week in Friday 25th July, we're looking at the pound. Again, the preliminary GDP figure. This is the prelims, always the most important one, coming at 9:30. We see very little way and change after the prelim, so hence it will give us a good idea of expectation. Growth is expected to come out on this figure around about the 0.8 level for the last quarter. Any disappointment figures, we could see quite a move in the pound for that. Finally, finishing the week, the US core durable goods. Now this hasn't really given us much in the way of movement for a long time. It used to be a key figure, and it certainly will be a key figure again once the economy is bubbling along and the interest rates are starting to be increased. But for now, it it's quite a variable. May cause some volatility, but not expecting big moves from this. Okay, that's it for me. Hope you have a great week. I'll be back next week. Bye for now.